Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at CRO Coin, aka Cronos, part of the Crypto.com ecosystem. Now first things first, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. The crypto market cap overall has gone up to 2.23 trillion, one of the largest levels we've seen in the last few years. Now, overall, CRO Coin, it peaked in 2021 during that bull run at $0.89. It shot up to that from $0.24, $0.21 in the space of about 2 months. So it really did have a massive boom in a short period of time. And then like everything, since then, it's fallen all the way down from that all-time high down to lows since then of $0.05. So you're looking at almost 12 to 13 time decrease if you invest at the very top right here. In terms of its ICO, that was at $0.019. So since the original ICO, we're currently sitting about 5 times up, and that was ICO was back in 2018. And since the last low in the recent year, 0.05, we're currently sitting at 0.10, so a double from that recent all-time low in the last year. So on the 7-day chart, we've been climbing recently as Bitcoin has been rising quite a lot over the last month. And CRO generally follows a similar pattern, but altcoins much more follow closely Ethereum, which is always interesting to see. Now, in terms of their market cap, it currently sits at $2.6 billion, 44th on the list out of the entire crypto space, and their 24-hour volume is 243, ranked out of the crypto space at a volume of 36 million. Now, I'd say on this that because the Cronos coin generally pumps and dumps at a lower volatility range, that people gamble less on the coin, the volume's a bit lower, and often the community behind the CRO ecosystem is quite strong and people are really invested into the ecosystem. And if we scroll down here, I think there's a good graphic that says about the whale holdings, 92% are whale holders. So there's quite a lot of people invested in CRO who believe in it long term, let's just say, and are holding a lot of coins. So overall, if we scroll right up here, let's take a look at the fully diluted market cap at $3.1 billion. So again, we're at 83% circulating supply of all the coins. As we normally say, circulating supply, the higher it is, ultimately the less coins there are to come into supply later down the line. General economics says that if you've got less coins to come in later down the line, less supply to possibly come in, then there's a lower risk of the market being flooded with coins. And so ultimately that leads to possibly less risk of price going down, because for example, if you had loads of coins because the circulating supply was very low, if they all got dumped onto the market at the same time and there was low demand, then essentially the market gets flooded with supply of coins and price goes down. So general supply and demand, if circulating supply is higher, arguably that could lead to better price action if you're an investor for a long-term period. Now, scrolling down as well, I wanted to take a look, now we've just had a look at that market cap at Binance and the exchange volume in Crypto.com versus Binance. So Crypto.com has a spot trading volume of almost $2 billion and total assets of $3.1 billion. And Binance has a spot trading volume of $44 billion and $95 billion in total assets. So the spot trading volume on Crypto.com versus Binance is 22 times lower. Now, Crypto.com has a market cap of 2.6 billion, whereas Binance has a market cap, or BNB, of 61 billion. So if you times 2.6 by 22, you end up with 57.2 billion. So relatively, the market cap for both BNB and CRO, given their relative exchange trading volumes in a day, is quite similar. So everything adds up on that side of things. Binance itself has a lot higher trading volume, a bit more speculation, I guess, with Binance and a bit more volatility, arguably. But overall, very similar metrics there. And arguably, you could say if this is what the exchanges are valued at, that could be fair relative value. Now, taking a look at another exchange, Coinbase. Coinbase in the last year, what we've seen is their price has gone from $50 all the way up to $200, a 4 times increase. So Coinbase seems to be a lot more sensitive to the price movements in Bitcoin than the likes of CRO and BNB. And while CRO has doubled in the last year, Coinbase has gone up 4 times from its lowest point. So again, Coinbase, a lot more sensitive. Price action is very different from Coinbase and CRO, which I think is interesting. Obviously, Coinbase is traded on the stock market, and this doesn't actually have their own coin, I believe, right now, and their market cap is 48.65 billion, rather high indeed. So let's take a look at what Crypto.com is and what does it offer. So it's got a lot of products. They've got two separate divisions, the Crypto.com exchange, and then they've got their CRO Coin ecosystem, but they're both interlinked, and if one does well, the other's going to do well as well. So essentially, here are all the products that Crypto.com offer. You've got an app, you've got an NFT, you've got a debit card where you get specific rewards if you purchase stuff, i.e. cashback, or if you lock up your CRO, then you might get specific benefits like free Netflix, or a rebate on Netflix, or rebate on Spotify. And ultimately, locking up CRO is demand for CRO thanks to the Crypto.com exchange, and so you push up the price if there's more coins demanded. So if Crypto.com is a very utilized service across the entire world as the crypto space grows, if it grows, then CRO is going to be in demand, so we can utilize and access this ecosystem. And if CRO is in demand given supply isn't massively increasing, then arguably price would go up. So lots of exchange traded products, lots of DeFi products, a big ecosystem that is growing, and they have over 80 million users worldwide, which is a lot of users, and it's got quite good regulatory status in many different regions. So overall, I should say as well, I am invested and have been for many years in the CRO ecosystem, but I'm just giving a neutral, non-biased opinion here, not financial advice. Please do your own research as always, as I'm not a financial advisor. So yeah, there's a bit of background on Crypto.com and what it offers. So taking a look at the Cronos chain sort of coin, the news, there's a lot of price predictions. There's a lot of people saying it's going to go up, but I think in the crypto space, always take that with a pinch of salt, because people always say it's going to go up, etc., etc. So yeah, what's next? Lots of news about it. Lots of news for Crypto.com as well. They bought the domain name. It's very expensive back in the day. They're sort of pioneer in this space, I'd say as well. They got a lot of press. They got a lot of followers. So ultimately, Crypto.com has always got a lot of news. Now, the actual ecosystem itself, as we were saying earlier on, there's a lot of whales that are kind of in the space. And I found from being in it myself and being on Twitter that people are kind of like, if you're in the ecosystem, you're fully sucked in. You're almost a die-hard sort of CRO person. And so that ultimately is quite a nice community to be a part of, because it feels like you get to know people within the CRO space on Twitter, etc., etc. But obviously, that doesn't mean anything in terms of price action. But going forward, as I said, the main factors that are going to affect the price is essentially real world use cases. Is CRO demanded? Does it help within the ecosystem of crypto? And if it does, then happy days. People are going to start demanding CRO, which ultimately pushes up price. Supply and demand governs everything we do in life, in my opinion. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Please do take care. Leave a like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the Crypto.com coin down below. Thank you.